Macho, underground, kitchen, bitch. Look at here, bitch.
Mike, Trenche.
Bitch.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to the show, guys. He's back.
Yeah.
The most requested. The most
Really?
famous. Yeah, man, you're like the most famous guy on famous white guy on YouTube right now.
I don't
CK
think so.
Lewis, who? Did you see the CK Lewis joke?
I don't know.
Oh, do you know who CK Lewis?
I'm not good with names.
He's like the whitest comedian you will ever know. You know what I mean? He has red hair.
Oh yeah, Carrot Top.
No.
Is that what he goes by?
Matter of fact, no, he's the whitest. CK Lewis is like the second whitest. But he's like the richest. Like, it's Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, everybody else.
Yeah.
Then CK Lewis at the end.
Tosh.0 and
Well,
Chappelle are both the same one.
The dude made a
Basically.
fucking joke about the Parkland shooting victims.
Oh Jesus.
Saying that that millennials, all we do is like complain. And that's why it happened to like the shooting.
What people do complain quite
I don't
often.
think that joke.
I mean, of course, I didn't laugh personally, but in all due respect, though, people do complain too much. It's too hot,
Yeah.
and then when it rains, it's too rainy.
Or like if you do something, oh, that's too much. Just shut the fuck up. Like, what are you, a grandma? That's what he was saying.
And I get it though. See, and some jokes are more anti-jokes, and they're not really meant to be funny, but there's honesty behind them. That's why they tell them. You know.
So what is it? What are anti jokes?
I don't know the.
For those that don't know,
I don't know the exact definition.
just give them like a mild
But
one.
from what I understand, anti-jokes are supposed to be more realistic and blunt on point, just to fuck with people like.
Like, what is an example?
I don't know your face. I don't know. Why did the little girl, drop her ice cream cone because she was hit by a bus?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be catchy or funny. You know what I mean?
It's supposed to be like you think it's gonna be funny, and then it's like, oh.
Well, for instance, like, what did the duck say to the African American? Quack. It's you know what I mean? If it was a better joke,
Wait a minute. What did the duck say to the African American?
Yeah, quack.
I don't get that one.
Because ducks go quack.
Because ducks go quack.
They don't talk. They're animals.
Who? Black people? Oh, ducks.
The ducks.
Damn. So that's like you got to think about that joke. Is like it takes a while.
Now you know which one of us.
And
is
by the
us.
way, guys, we're not trying to make fun of any fucking race. We're just simply, this is a raw, uncut show. We talk about whatever the fuck we got in our mind.
If you get offended, then you can stand in the autograph line and you can wait patiently. Because we'll give you an autograph if you're
We'll
offended.
give you an autograph if you.
Honestly, though, if people are getting offended by stupid shit, then that's their own problem. Here's my deal, though, like I told you last time. It really pisses me off when they're like, let's end racism. We don't like racism. But yet you're acting like the whole...
Like you can't talk about...
Well, no. It's not even that. It's for instance, right? It's always fuck the police, but yet you're the one speeding in your fucking black tinted fucking car, doing drug deals, doing drugs, wearing your pants below your waist, purposely wearing a hoodie in the fucking sun, looking suspicious when you walk in the fucking stores. You're doing all of this shit plus
Okay,
more.
and this is where I'm gonna counter. This
You
is
know what
where
I
I'm gonna
mean?
counter that. But is
But-
it illegal to do? Is it illegal to listen to music loud? Is it illegal to wear your pants low? Is it illegal to look suspicious?
That's not the
You know?
that's not the problem though. You know what I mean? Of course, to an extent it's not illegal, but when enough motherfuckers are purposely wearing that attire, purposely doing those actions and going around doing these not illegal things, you know what I mean?
Like jumping people and stuff.
But what I'm saying though, yeah, is it okay? So wearing a hoodie when you walk into a store and then they wind up stealing. And I'm not saying they all do it, but I'm saying most of the time people that walk in the store looking suspicious usually are the ones who steal beer. You know what I mean? Who steal shit. You know what I mean?
Beer.
And here's the thing:
That was the last thing I stole.
I'm not saying it's right to be racist or to automatically say, oh, that guy is automatically going to steal because he's looking suspicious. But what do you expect people to do when enough of them do it? Of course, it's just like a cop. A cop can't automatically go, this guy's not going to carry a gun. He's not going to hurt me.
So what you're saying is that don't be upset when they think that you're doing something when people that look just like you are doing it.
Well,
a lot.
yeah, but basically, you got enough people who dress in the same way doing fucking crimes, and then
They don't know who you are.
And then you want to be gangster and all G and shit all over the fucking, you know what I mean? So you're gonna purposely dress like them, and then you want to go fuck the police when you're fucking speeding down the road, which is illegal, and then
Yeah,
they catch you, and then you're drinking, and you're doing fucking weed or whatever drug you're doing, right? You get pulled over. He goes, well, I was just going to give you a ticket, but now you're smoking. Now you have an open container in your car, and now I have to arrest you. You know what I mean? If you were just speeding, I would have given you a ticket. You wouldn't have gotten arrested, but now I have to do my job. And some cops will just give you a warning. You know what, man? I'm I'm not a dick. I'll just give you a warning. I don't want to give you a speeding ticket, and then they let him go. But when he walks up to the window, he smells the marijuana. He sees the open containers, and then God knows us what you're doing in there. So now he has to fucking arrest you because now he feels that you could be an endangerment, despite even if he didn't drink it, even if it's just open. Yeah. You know what I mean? He now has to, and then a lot of them don't wear their seatbelt. Bam, a fine. So he was just gonna, you know what I mean? He might just give you a warning for speeding, even though he probably shouldn't, but he did it. Because he wants to be nice, and then he has all these other X's inside of the car. You know, the X was speeding, X being beer,
that's like 1,000 of those cases.
X fucking being marijuana or some other drug, X being not wearing a seatbelt, possibly something else. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, sometimes people do sexual acts while they're driving on top of that. Another X, possibly. Oh, that's what I'm saying. So now the cop has to do his job, or the sheriff has to do his job. And it may even, yes, there are racist people, there are racist cops and sheriffs, but maybe that particular cop was just doing his job. We can't know for sure that the guys are racist because he might be white and he pulls you over. But what if the cop's black and he pulls you over? You know what I mean? He's still technically racist.
All right, so that gives the opening to what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know your situation, but let's just say this morning I went to go find you, right?
Yeah.
He's chilling right next to a store. Now, while I'm chilling with this guy,
sheriffs are nice.
Looking through the pictures or whatever we were doing, the cops came.
For a second.
You're
fine. I just need to charge my shit. Go ahead.
Oh, you need a charger?
Yeah, I am.
So what do you think about the cops messing with you? Because you were like very optimistic about that. You just see it as if somebody just like a welfare.
I know bad cops when I see them. I know bad sheriffs when I see them. They're not bad people. They're just getting a phone call. They have to look like that they're doing their job because they don't. They might have kids they have to feed, and I'm not gonna.
Why do you think they get like? Why do you think they get so like they look so aggressive though?
Because they have to.
You think so?
Because it's natural for them to look aggressive. When half the it's just like in the Marine Corps, you know what I mean? A lot of our job is to fucking look like we're tougher than we might be. You know what I mean? It's just like the small dog is gonna bark louder than the big dog. You know what I mean? But you know, and that's not saying that anybody's weak. But it's the same reason why.
I turned my back on them when they came. I turned my back on them and I just kept talking to you.
Man, but
I noticed that might have pissed them off a little bit.
It doesn't matter.
That I acted like they weren't there. Are you trying to plug that in?
Oh, my bad. I forgot. I fucking forgot my charger. Anyway, the point is though is that they have to act tough. They have to because if they walk upon somebody right who is with a violent intention or possibly doing something suspicious and they walk up tough on them, then they're more likely to either cooperate because they're scared or they might run.
Because you'll get attacked if you look weak, I guess, more.
Well,
people play with you.
If a cop looks more weak and the dude is known to be a violent person, then you know what I mean? Yeah, more actively. Yeah. He's definitely, you know, it's just like the bullies in high school.
He's going to bully him, yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? And so here's the thing. Then when they train, they naturally have to look tough. That's just what they do. It's you know, and of course there are dickheads that do that purposely to fuck with the homeless. But then there are those who are just so used to doing it that way that when they walk up, it's a habit. So they're going to be, you know what I mean, acting more tough because they'd rather look like that. It's just like firefighters and ambulances have to wear vests now. Most of them have to wear a bulletproof vest.
Do you believe in aliens?
We talked about that last time.
No, we didn't.
We did, aliens.
No, we didn't. We talked about conspiracies.
It's kind of the same thing.
No. What? E.T. and conspiracy and FBI is not the same.
Kind of. Maybe you never know.
So do you believe it? No, we didn't talk about aliens. We talked about if God is no E.T.
Well, actually, that might not be a complete lie either or truth because some people actually some people actually believe the aliens.
You know what this guy told me?
What?
He's like just how TV was made. Like something else could have made us. And like,
well, here's the whole thing, though. I'm not gonna say that.
I have no idea. So I'm like, you mean to tell me like something is gonna graft me into a whole body? I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I mean, I thought we were talking about something else, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
No, I don't care. But anyway,
because you don't know about this that much.
I was gonna say about God, though, particularly though. I mean, how it talks about how He made us from dirt.
But the guy was saying that the whole religion is by faith. It's not by proof.
Well, there is some proof though. Like for instance, they did find the Ark of Noah and fucking. So I forgot where
I haven't seen it.
I forgot where at, but it was encased in ice, and it was a giant fucking boat, which is pretty much an ark, a giant boat. I mean, and they didn't want to chip it away just yet because they were worried about damaging it. You know what I mean? And a lot of what the Bible has said has come true. A lot of it has, but that still doesn't mean that he's white or black or possibly a man or a female or whatever. I mean, for all we know, he could be genderless or both genders. We don't know for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, just because we have seen proof in it doesn't automatically mean that what we. For instance, originally he was blue-eyed, blonde-haired, Jesus, and then we changed him to brown-eyed, brown-haired.
Who?
Jesus.
I didn't.
You could look up his old pictures.
I didn't.
I didn't say you, but I'm saying us as people though. And
like when I pray, look, I feel like if I pray and I focus, he's there.
But when
so he's got no identity. He ain't got blue eyes. He don't got brown eyes.
Well, that's your opinion, and then that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is though,
him looking at me like this with brown eyes, and
is that people though, like for instance, you got your picture over here, and you see the vision of Jesus. Well, that's not even Jesus, anyways.
Oh, with this one.
That I'm saying though, and you see how you got all these pictures. Well, what I'm trying to say,
interesting, yeah.
I
forgot this was here, bro.
But what I was trying to say though is that that's not even actually Jesus though. What that is I forgot the dude's name, but that was an artist or a Renaissance artist or some shit, and they used him as the face of Jesus, and you can look it up if you want. But that
also, we're gonna look that up.
You don't have to. What I'm saying, if you ever decide to, then
look it up. Do you got internet?
Yeah, but my internet's really slow, and
your
fucking cord doesn't want to fucking charge. Well, yeah, I'll look it up.
Y'all didn't see.
But
enough.
free Apple phone. I don't want it.
This thing was like $1 or $2. So
well, you're lucky.
Definitely worth.
It was definitely worth it because it's holograph or whatever it is.
Bro, I'm about to we should get some more, right?
All right.
We should get some more for the show, man.
Jesus' face.
That's holograph shit. You did fucking say it. You know about holograph, Pokemon, and all that.
I used to play I play the games a lot more than the card game, but I mean, I did have a couple of cards that somebody gave me, and I never really used them. But
cards?
Yeah, I had a couple of monster cards that I liked, and I kept them, and then one day they fucking wind blew them away.
Destroyed?
No, the fucking wind. I had them in my hand, looking at them, and the wind fucking blew them out of my hand and went out the window. So.
Blew it?
Yeah, out the window. It was the last time I've ever seen it. It's fine.
Oh, yo, so let's talk a little bit. We never really talked about where you came from and stuff. You said that you helped like a few people like through like the rain when they were sick and stuff.
Yeah, well, that was Irma.
Okay, but what's one crazy story about something that you've witnessed while being on the streets of Orlando? Or being on the streets of
I don't know, man.
Here,
there really isn't nothing really crazy to talk about. I mean, it's just life.
Like somebody stole something and you just woke up. This nigga stole the radio.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I mean, the craziest thing I see every day is just people and the way that they fucking, how they do things. I mean, you got your good people, you got your bad people, but it's more like the I don't know. It's like the attitude that people have on life. I mean, like a lot of people say that they care, and then one moment they'll be all like, that they care. But like, for instance, if I'm a child or a female with a child, or let's say if I got a child with me or an animal, people go from helping you a little bit to helping you a lot. And those people, and for those that never helped you before, or who barely do, and then you have like a cat or a dog or a child with you, all of a sudden, bam, they're like, oh, I gotta help you out now. And it's like, but you didn't before. Why the fuck would you help me out now? And of course, I don't blame them for wanting to help out, but see, we're all just kids growing up. So you know what I mean? It's like, why wouldn't you help me though? It's very simple. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, so let's talk a little bit. Oh, you looking it up?
I'm trying to find it, but it's hard to fucking find it. I'm trying to find out what the hell was the name of that guy.
But listen, let's get into the base. Yeah, I forgot. Fuck it.
So didn't you say that you wanted to talk about something else or what artwork or something?
So you said you're waiting for your girl to retire, right? Because let's get to the bottom of this whole fucking thing, this whole situation.
There really is no bottom, but I can try.
Yeah. So you're waiting on your girl, right?
Yeah.
You talk to her a lot?
Usually. It all depends, because her face is she's waiting.
What's wrong with her face?
Oh no, I'm looking at Jesus' face. That's why I said that. My bad. I'm trying to figure this out, but no, I'm waiting for her, and then I'm just waiting patiently because she's gonna work on her end to help get us an RV. And
she's gonna get you an RV.
Well, us an RV. She's gonna have them mail it down here.
So when did she say that? This fucking can. When did she say that?
I don't remember. It was recently.
But you believe her?
Yeah, I had no reason not to.
Why do you have a relationship with her, like a real?
Well, I wouldn't.
No, because I'm saying because some people say they have a relationship and they're just like talking to someone that probably has like a whole nother thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like they have like a whole. They might not tell you everything that they're thinking. You know everything that she's thinking. You feel like she cares, or what do you? I just want to get to the bottom of this whole situation, because if there's anything that I can see that'll help you out, and I can say that'll help you out, let's do it.
Well, yeah, but exactly though. At the same point, though, these questions could have also been asked otherwise, but we chose that on a podcast, so I'm not going to get too deep into her personal identity because it's nobody's business.
No, not her personal identity, but do you feel like she's someone who you might trust? No,
well, I mean, I don't hang around people that I don't trust. It doesn't matter how long I've known them for. If I'm hanging around them, then I got a reason.
I don't want you to feel like you're waiting on someone and she might never even do anything.
It might take her a while, but I mean, I've known her long enough to where I know that she'll at least do what she can. But, you know, I can't expect anybody to really, you know, to get me out of the situation, even though I'd like to hope.
But if you get a job, it'll
society is not what it's supposed to be. Everybody's always relying on jobs to get shit done, and then they want to talk about the American dream and then religion and everything else. I mean, you know, I've tried too many times to get a job, and I'm not gonna fucking keep on doing it. I'm not gonna fucking keep on waiting. It's just like you said, waiting on something that may never come. Well, it's not just a girlfriend or a boyfriend. It could very well be a job that just doesn't come. And then you got them people who are like, well, I used to be homeless and it came for me. Well, that's you. You know what I mean? Some people, you know what I mean, don't have a problem in being used. I got a problem with being used. If I'm going to work, I'm not here to kiss your ass. I'm here to work. And there's a lot of people who don't mind kissing ass, who don't mind. I'll do whatever you tell me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm here to work, and if you tell me how to do the job, I'll work. But a lot of bosses are power hungry assholes who want to sit here and be like, well, you're not just going to work. You're also going to eat my shit while you're working, and I'm not here to do that. I'm not going to sit here.
Have you been to labor already? You've tried labor?
I can't do construction related work. Everybody's always pointing me there. I can't because I got a bad back, a bad leg, and you know that.
Oh, so you can't be digging.
I got steel in my leg. You can see the main scar here.
Oh shit, that's what I was gonna ask. I forgot to ask you. I'm like, where's the scars?
I got some scars on my legs. I got one over here. I can't really see it, but just one over here.
What is that? A surgery scar?
Yeah, I got steel in my right leg. Well, you were asking me about Jesus, and it says that the modern face of Jesus is modeled on, what the fuck?
No, but it's ass.
Hold on. I'm gonna go back because I had it on Google. The fuck was it?
It said, is the modern question mark. I didn't say that.
The modern image of Jesus is modeled on, I don't know how to pronounce that. Cesare Borgia, I think it's pronounced.
What about?
It's a gangster's son, apparently. So you see that right there?
Fact check. Is the modern face? Okay, claim. That's the claim. False.
Yes.
It says false.
Well, yeah, it says false, but you know damn well that it was modeled. Here's the thing, though. From what I read up on it, it was modeled after the actual.
What was it saying?
It's
modeled after someone's face.
Well, it's definitely not Jesus' face. So here's the thing, though. As long as he lived ago, you know what I mean? Like,
I see what you're saying.
Like, how can somebody possibly know exactly what his face looked like when he could possibly, his form could possibly change?
And it's fucking thousands of years.
Well, no, it's not even that though. It's like he's all man and all God. That part being God, all God, that means that he doesn't have to stay the same.
It's by faith too. It's just the symbol. It's just the symbol that they made, I guess.
Well, it's not even this that though. Here's the thing though. The person, the guy was supposed to be an artist. Then they used his face for Jesus. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
but it's false though.
But even that's what they said though. They might say it's false. Doesn't mean it's actually false. People will say whatever.
We agree to disagree. So we agree to disagree.
But see, people though on the internet, they'll write whatever the fuck they want because they want people to believe a certain thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can.
It's just like because I know that you don't watch much anime, but I was watching a video yesterday.
God damn, you crack your arms.
About Kakashi and Tsunade, which are both from Naruto.
You know Takashi?
Kakashi,
the rapper?
I don't know, but I'm not talking about rap. I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about.
You don't know about Takashi, y'all. And the sticky ya, run with the blicky ya. He's like 17 years old.
Well, I was talking about something.
He's in jail now for getting caught with rifles and shit.
Okay, well, I mean that's modern rap for you. That's what a lot of happens to a lot of rappers. They wind up doing something stupid because their ego gets overdone, and then they wind up getting fucking arrested for something stupid. because they don't want to be normal humans. They want to be.
Yeah, no,
they want to be better than normal
yeah,
humans.
went out of control, that fucking thing.
But
we're gonna get back to you guys for a quick commercial break right here.
They want us to believe whatever the fuck they want us to
Oh,
believe.
on the internet.
Some people are one-minded and they don't know enough about anything to know that it's really true, even though they think
or
it's
they
false.
don't fucking read the whole thing and they read a little bit and they
I was
fucking
watching a video yesterday about Naruto stuff, and there was a thing about Kakashi versus Tsunade.
Takashi 69. Anastikia. I'm fucking with you, man. I know that pisses you off, but I'm fucking with you.
You did it again. And, well...
I'm fucking with you.
Well, Kakashi is supposed to... I don't know if you've ever seen... because I know you don't watch anime probably as much. Well, Kakashi is supposed to be a... let's see, I got a picture. I can bring him up and show you. But Kakashi versus Tsunade, and...
I could put him in the show if you want.
That doesn't matter. I mean, I
I'll
don't
put
really...
him in the show. I'll put him in the show.
I got a fucking... Well, anyway, Kakashi is supposed to be a fucking ninja who... I mean, he's pretty much there throughout the whole series of the first Naruto versus the Naruto Shippuden, and he's even there.
Shippuden, okay.
And he's even there in the Boruto, which is Boruto is supposed to be Naruto's son.
Oh, I did have the game. Shippuden.
And what is it?
I played it the other day. Do you know how to play it? You should.
I haven't played any games on consoles. Everything I play is on a phone for right now. But I have played stuff before.
When's the last time you played San Andreas? We talked about that
a long time ago. But look, I don't know if you know him.
Did you beat the game?
See, yeah, eventually, yeah.
My fault. I knew that I was gonna fuck with that.
But if I go to images,
good. But it smells good.
Good to you.
Good to me. Yeah, I know.
Oh, but I'm gonna load up the images really quick, and then
I love it.
So basically, I know that you're not as well understood about the anime as I am. So basically, he has this little red eye, supposed to be the Sharingan, which read people's movements. He can mock people. He can teleport out of their pathway automatically. There's a Sharingan, and there's a Uchiha clan basically, and they Kakashi was not from them originally, but his friend as a childhood died, or at the time they thought he did. So basically, he gave him an eye basically, called the Sharingan, because the other eye was crushed. I mean, the eye was crushed, so he basically had their medical ninja. They were all kids. It was him, and then a girl that was medical. He basically told her to transplant the eye that was crushed into his eye. See, Kakashi had an eye missing because he got cut by somebody as a kid. He wasn't careful enough, and then he said, "Well, here, have my eye." Basically, so the side of face that was crushed by a rock, the Sharingan was good, but he couldn't use it anyway, so he had Ren transplant it. Ren being the medical ninja. So
Shit.
basically, yeah. So
this is all Naruto.
Yeah. So see, basically, this is another picture of him.
Naruto.
Naruto. He ended up losing his. Actually, here's a better picture of it. There you go. An even better picture of him.
Oh shit.
But that's more.
Also there, so they can see him.
Yeah.
There you go, so they can see him.
Yeah, and then see, he's more tactics, and he's more smart than a lot of people in the series. He's more serious than he's joking, while the people are more joking. You know what I mean? But he's got. But then later on in the series, he loses that eye because he has to fight his friend. He's a foe and all this shit, and they finally beat him. And then he fights on their side before he dies, and then he gives them the eyes one last time, both of them, so he can defeat the fucking god that they're fighting and shit. Well, basically, he disappears, and then after they're done beating him, the eyes go back to him spiritually. And then he loses the Sharingan. Basically, now he just has his regular eyes.
What did you used to watch on Cartoon Network?
Shit, I don't remember.
Have you ever read a Goosebumps book?
Used to. I'm bringing her up, by the way, now, so you can see her. But basically, and then this whole debate was whether he could fight her. The Tsunade is the first female Hokage. What is she? The fifth? I think she's the fifth Hokage, and then he was the sixth. So basically, the idea is...
I'm lost.
Well, see, I know you don't watch much anime, but her being a brute strength, kind of person. Can I click on this shit? There it is. But yeah, see, basically, you know what I mean? She... Oh, I gotta click on that shit. See, now I gotta worry about the fucking... Yeah, so Tsunade is supposed to be like the strongest female. Well, she trained a student, so now she's the strongest she is potentially.
You put it down right here. Put the phone.
No, I am. I'm getting rid of this now.
Then
so I
let's
can
show
shut it
your
off.
drawings, man.
But so basically, there was this huge fight, and this guy was being deliberately one-sided and talking shit about him because she's a hard-hitting female. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got pissed off and read a comment about it because he could beat her in a fight because he's got more tactics. You piss her off, she's gonna lose her strength eventually, and then she's gonna get tired. You know what I mean? As opposed to he has more tactics.
I have to look into it. But
yeah.
it's all Naruto.
Well, it's all based on Naruto, and here's the thing: I didn't like it because even when you talked good about Kakashi, he was deliberately being one-sided, being a dick. It's like she's strong, but he's fought gods or God related characters like Pain and other people that he could have easily killed. He chose not to.
Also, they make it seem as if they could battle each other.
Well, no, and they could have though. But she's got brute strength, so as long as she,
Shit, let me see.
all he has to do is avoid her, and then he's good. But yeah, that's one of my group art pieces. But it just really pissed me off how they talked about him like he wasn't nothing compared to her.
Bro, and let me just say that this is super gifted shit. Like, people,
I
would get tattoos.
I taught myself how to do it.
If I was full of tattoos, I would have got, well, let me see, I would have probably got the green one.
It's an orc.
Man, give me all of them. Give me all of them. Tattooed on me.
But I'm working on some fan makes as well as my own stuff too, though.
This shit is insane. And then you got this one. Check this one out, guys. It's like straight out of a fucking some vampire killing type of female movie, you know what I mean? And then look, just check out the face too. What I love is the face and the hair and like the eyelids. Crazy, right? Crazy skill, this guy. Down to the fingers and the boots. Oh. Man, show him all of it, man. I want to see. Oh, that one. You never even showed me that one.
Yeah, so.
Look at that dunk. No, I like this one. Hey, man.
There's something else I can show
Hold
you.
on, we gotta show him this one. Check that out, guys. What is that, like some anime that's different?
It's supposed to be a panda and a cat put together.
Oh, let's see him that one, yeah.
See? It's a Neko.
Oh, you got the feet. Oh, that's tight, how you put the feet like...
Well, it's got
That's
armor on them
trippy.
too. Yeah, but I didn't have enough room to draw it out completely like I wanted. That's why I did that separately.
That's cool, bro. You're so fucking gifted, and you got more.
Did the anime.
Oh, the anime?
Yeah, see, I did my own fan mix. Well, I mean, I only got a few fan mix that I do, and that's one of them.
Oh, you see, you did it upside down?
On purpose, because I am left-handed.
Oh, because you're left-handed?
So sometimes I'll draw upside down, but whatever. I know you don't know a whole lot about
And
anime,
let me show him the one that you made me, man.
What you want?
God damn, thank you, bro.
So after that, I was gonna say something.
Well, thank you, man. This shit is like... I've never received any art from no one. That's the first time. You guys are ready? That's me. I top it.
We can't see the whole thing. If you
Can
put it
we
too
all
close.
just get a bong? By the way, that's his line.
That I found off the internet.
Daddy found off the internet. Subscribe.
I even made you. Did you read the thing at the bottom of it?
Yeah. Yeah, high on topics and also high. I just couldn't read it backwards because I seen it through here.
Yeah.
No, but I'm gonna look at. I was gonna look at this when you left. I just put it down there so we could get started with the show and stuff. But this is
But I was showing you the picture with the anime or whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
This. I'm putting this on a wooden
can,
frame.
sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it. I might put it like.
Well, see, you put it on a frame. You can put it right here so that the podcast
It's
can
gonna
get it.
block the light, probably.
So
This is salt right here. If you lick this, salt.
it's
You can
gonna.
put this on your rice.
What you do is if you only put it for a frame. Here's the thing.
Oh shit, man! You about to break my paper?
If you don't cover the back of it up and you only do the frame, what you do, put it right here, and then it'll make it glow.
Oh, or like this.
That's what I'm saying.
It
like,
ain't gonna make it glow, honey.
that, well, with that
No,
light
no.
on it won't. Of course not.
No, I'm gonna put it.
It's
I'm
too
gonna put
bright.
this on a nice wooden frame, like a skinny wooden frame, inside of it,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be hung like that. You're gonna
Okay.
see it.
Alright.
I mean, you won't really be able to see it, but when I do
Well,
like
yeah.
the specials,
If I had a
you'll
pin.
see it more detailed. I could put it somewhere where they could see it.
If you,
somewhere
what I was gonna say,
maybe like right here or something. You know what I'm saying? You can see right there.
you had showed them this, and if you ever decided to watch the animes, of course, and you never see them together, but this is, you got like Naruto, you got All Might, Saitama, Natsu, Goku, and then Ichigo.
Fuck yeah.
And basically, I use them as main characters because they're already main characters. I want to make that, and then I got something else I worked on for my other fan make. Where the fuck did I put it? Gotta find out where the fuck I put it though, because now I don't remember. Oh, it's in one of my notebooks. I gotta dig it out.
This is the one.
Oh, here it is. I found it. But see, I got my other fan mix that I'm working on. Which have you ever played Halo or Iron Man or anything
Halo,
like that?
nice at Halo. Boy.
Yeah, so it's like,
Better
wait.
watch out for them grenades.
Well, I'm one of the best drivers on Halo.
Oh shit, for real?
I ain't driving. I haven't played it in a while, but So basically,
Damn, if we would
so
have
you've
some
ever,
online team.
so you know about Metroid and Iron Man, stuff like that.
Metroid, yeah, the
The female.
the NES.
I don't remember.
Nintendo?
I don't. Well, she once was on the 2D. You know, on the 2D games.
It's the one that rolls, right? You can
Yeah, she rolls and she has a cannon and shit. Yeah. So basically,
we can play that after we're done. I got the fucking game right here.
I'm making a fan make of different Spartans and shit. So basically, right? I don't know if you're able to read cursive. Hey, are you able to read cursive?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, basically, I have a lot
Nintendo.
more. I
hear us.
Have a lot.
Nintendo,
more
you want us
to
for a
go.
commercial? We'll do it for free. Give us a call right now, 1-800-HOMELESSEXY.
But
Or reach me at undergroundkitchenlove@gmail.com, and that is a fucking real Gmail where anybody can just reach me at for any private consultation of any neon stripping or.
but I only have I have a lot more that it's just like the other one I got more. This one I got more. But these are like the main ones.
Also, let me read.
Well, this is my own.
Captain Dead Space, Jason Clark. Master Commander, true.
One. Well, I can read it if you want.
Shit, but we're not gonna read all of them. Jesus Christ.
Well. So basically, I got my own characters in this as well. It's just like the other one. I got set characters for that one. I got set characters for this. Because the thing,
But
if
they're
you
not
got
gonna know the characters.
if you got at least 25% of your own shit into whatever fan make you make, and you're not trying to get profit out of it, technically it's not copyright. And then the companies have to pay you if they want the idea because your shit's also in there. And then the plot also counts as your own, even if you're using somebody else's shit technically. But I'm also planning on making it, and I'm going to give them their own right, you know, so people know who the fuck they made it originally, but I'm going to let them know that I did make the plot. I'm the one that put the characters together, even though they're not mine, so that people know how hard I did work on it. Because I can make
Or you can mail it to yourself.
I
You
can
like an address.
I can make a few $1 million off of this easily, considering I'm using so much just like the other anime one that I did. But basically, I got my character, and you got Master Chief from Halo, you got Iron Man from the Iron Man series, you know, Avengers also. You have, and then Metroid is Samus, and you have the Speaker from Destiny, Darth Vader from
Can I ask
Star
you a random
Wars.
question? I don't mean to cut you off.
Almost done.
I don't mean.
What?
I don't mean to cut you off. Have you ever been on a roller coaster?
When I was a kid.
Which one?
I don't remember.
Yes, you do.
Been a while.
But was it upside down?
I don't remember a whole lot about it, man. It was when I was a kid.
But where? Was it Disney?
I think it was Busch Gardens or some shit. But I don't do roller coasters anymore. I can't because of my head injury.
What's the quickest job that you ever had that you were like, man, fuck this shit?
Jesus Christ.
Some construction.
I don't know, man. I did some underground stuff and I was like almost done with this, but it's all right.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
You did some underground stuff when you were
like, you know, volunteering basically, like under the table.
Oh, that's what you mean.
I didn't know that my writings were gonna bore the podcast, so. You know.
It's not boring the podcast. No, it's that they might not know what the character is.
That's why I also included what game they were from, and they could look the shit up. If you didn't notice, I was on purpose. They put the game or what they were from.
Oh, that's what you were saying. The Halo. Oh yeah, you can finish. Let's finish.
You know what I mean, I'm not gonna be like that, honestly.
No, I thought it was the name.
Even
I didn't know you were saying the game.
Yeah, but even if they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, I'm sure some of their friends are like, I know these guys.
Oh, for real?
I mean,
it's people that they know?
What I'm saying though is that games and anime are very popular in America.
I thought it was names that you came up with.
No, these are actual names of. Well, I got my own stuff here too, but this whole list I only got one person that's mine. That's why I said mine. And and then you got all these games and anime, like it's taken over America, so someone's gonna know about it. Okay. You know what I mean? And that can start a whole other discussion on your comments list, which may or may not make you accidentally a little bit more popular, because then have a whole discussion and the video is gonna get viewed more, and then the more views you get, the more potential chance you have at making money from YouTube.
I guess. I mean, I'm not really looking to make money. But,
well, I know that. But here's the thing, though: if you get more than I think it's 1,000 views on it, I think that you start making a quarter a view, and then as it gets higher than that, you start making even more. But it starts off at a quarter a view. Last time, I mean, that's if they did.
But we could switch. We could switch. We don't have to talk about
It doesn't really matter what we talk about. I always just I do got some fan makes I ain't planning on doing. I got my own stuff that I do.
Let them know what type of merch do you do? Because I don't.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Did you bring it?
I didn't. Well, see, I gave all my shit away.
You didn't show your sign.
I have the sign. That's all that I have right now. Because
so you can reach him at his number. Here's his number, guys. You want them to call you?
I don't care.
Your number's.
it'd be better if they just sent me a text message. Because I don't normally answer my phone. People I don't know.
This is gonna be trippy. They're gonna reach you.
If they want, I don't give a fuck. But I mean, it'd be better if they just texted me though, because I still gotta get my phone bill paid.
But do you want this to be out?
Well, I wrote it on a sign publicly.
Okay. So
I don't care.
here's the number, guys. You could tell them when to reach you at.
Oh my god.
Anytime, reach them. Just text first, okay?
Well, it'd be better if they just texted
And
me
if you want,
and tell
merch.
them. Well, it's the whole thing. It's primarily for merch, but I mean, like, if people want to contact.
Or just to have a conversation with you, right?
Well, it's better if I know why they're calling and who they are, kind of a thing. Because I don't answer calls if I don't know the number.
Yeah, no. A lot of people that listen to me are kind of cool.
Oh,
So
I
you
don't
might
care if
get a
they're
lot.
cool.
Yeah, you might get a lot. It's like a community thing.
But I mean,
So
see,
you might get like positive comments.
it looks
messages.
weird. It looks weird on the fucking video, but
No, it doesn't.
it's white trash merch.
No, I put it close.
No, I don't want it too close though, because the people can't see all of it.
You can see that.
There we go. Now they can. But yeah, Sexy and Homeless is the main name that I go by, and then later on, after I did this, I started doing Bum Lives Matter, and then at one point I just combined it together.
Bum Lives Matter.
Yeah, and then so basically, and then here recently I came up with white trash merch. Well, I mean originally it was just a joke at one point, and then I thought rather than I remembered about it, and then I had a sign on my card originally that said I would have merch in 2019. So I wanted to keep that a thing. So I had a Walmart gift card that I couldn't use because I couldn't go to Walmart. So I had a friend go there for me. He got me some beads, which you've already seen. I've also found some palm frond hearts. If you don't know what a palm frond heart is, it's those palm frond pieces right in the middle of the palm frond plant. They stick up.
Uh-huh.
You get those. Now, you can use a leaf, but the leaves are really hard to use because they usually fuck up whatever you're making.
Have you ever been fucked up at all? On anything?
What do you mean?
Like high on something?
No.
No?
Nope.
Off a pill?
Nope.
Medicine?
My body rejects it. The only time I was even able to take any medicine here recently was when I had that infection. I couldn't move. I had to go to the hospital because my body was locking up.
So you don't wanna look for a fucking job? Because
I never said I didn't want to look for a job. I said right now it's pointless to look for work because I know that they're not going to get back with me anyway. And here's the thing.
You should try. You can't.
But here's the thing though. People always tell me to get a job. Well, I'm an entertainer. I'm actually got my own business starting up.
Yeah.
If I work more on this and get this thing going instead of constantly waiting for somebody to go, I'm gonna hire you even though you're homeless and you don't have a shower, you look like shit, you probably smell a little bit like shit. I mean, not all the time, but usually.
I'm wondering why nobody's done that.
But what I'm saying though is this, right? You know what I mean? With the economy, even though I don't like money does speak power, and that's usually how the economy works. Me being homeless, with all the homeless bums that are out here fucking it up for me, they're less likely to hire me. So
you can't cut grass.
Well, here's the whole thing though. I don't even have the tools. I don't have anything, and there's no point in going out of my way when I got a bad back and a bad leg.
I got the
you know what I mean? So I'm over here pulling my cart. The cart's already bad enough on me. So I figure
like a mower that you sit on.
But I figure it like this though, right? Maybe being an entertainer.
But you are not gonna ride. You probably run into fucking plants and fucking kill shit.
Well, here's the thing though.
Lady's cat. What the hell is that? I'm thinking about anime.
With me being an entertainer and me already having a name for my own business, I might as well just put my time in. Because in this area, people like what I do. I'm always showing, well, not always, but I try my best to show them new ways on what different things I can do. So with me having my jewelry, my palm frond stuff, my artwork, and then if I can get I am planning on buying a stack of white t-shirts. I'm gonna try to go for the regular white t-shirts, but I mean polos I guess will work. I don't want to do button-ups because button-ups are harder to keep straight. Because even if it's buttoned up and you're doing it, you can mess it up easier because you got to put it towards the middle. So you got the buttons in the way. So if you're trying to do, I don't know, a heart wouldn't be that bad, but like an S, or a letter, it could potentially fuck it up. Like a U would be easier than like a B or an S. So I don't like button-ups mainly for that reason. But I'll use polos. I'm going to try to do short sleeves primarily right now, and then eventually I'm going to get my own backpacks. I'm going to get my own hats and hoodies. The only issue is with me using markers, I have to get white. If I go to the Walmart and say, you know what I mean? If I go to Walmart and I buy those letters, I already have a camping stuff. So all I got to do is get some more propane for it. Yeah, my bad. It's alright, we got wind. See,
no, we don't got no fucking wind.
No, look. It's a microphone.
Oh, I thought you were giving me pump.
I'm being a smartass.
Shit, we were talking about a bunch of shit.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. You told me a moment ago that if I do start my own YouTube channel, I should. Well, it's fucking wrong.
Oh, and by the way, we took a break, guys, because of the AC. You know, I got my house next door, so I can't have the AC running and fucking up the audio. Fucking up the audio.
Yeah, it could be because it's the
So,
sound of modern nature, and it might fuck up your your audio.
If it's gonna fuck it up, I don't want no fucking nature. I don't want no fucking nothing. I want us, you, me connecting. That's it.
Yeah. So, did you already show them this?
No, I haven't showed them that. That's what I'm saying. There was some that we missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing that they need to see right now, anyways. See, and then you gotta bring it up.
Bro, and I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
There you go.
I wanted it really bad. You know what I mean? When you sent me the pictures of it, I was like, man, I want one.
I made you one finally.
Yeah, you did, man.
But I'm planning on coloring this in. And then I'm going to use it for my YouTube channel, and I'm also planning, I already have a small gist of what I want to do.
You could have it, like, on your intro, you know what
Well, well, I might not. Here's the thing, though. I'm not just going to be doing this, though. Like, okay, I don't know if you know this or not, but some channels, what they'll do is they'll do one or two things to keep themselves from getting copyrighted. Usually it's instrumental music that's already been done by somebody, but like with Halo.
Oh, yeah.
Originally, Halo said, well, I like the song, because Breaking Benjamin made Blow Me Away specifically for Halo 2. And they use different songs.
Like the intro, I made my intro.
One
like, even to the drums and everything.
Well, yeah.
And Pro Tools. Like
But one of the songs, they used two songs, but two different bands, and they used it instrumental because they didn't have the money to pay them at that time. And one of the songs was "Blow Me Away" by Breaking Benjamin. The other one was Metallica, and that one was "Whom the Bells Toll." I don't know if you ever listened closely to that one, but they used the version when Metallica went and played that album with the orchestra, and I believe it's called S&M.
S&M?
No, S&M, but basically that album is one of their original albums. But what they did is they went and they did that with an orchestra. So if you ever look up,
dig that shit.
if you ever look up the Halo 2 intro, when you know how when you plug in Halo 2 on Xbox and then if you let it sit for a second, it goes and it plays the different scenes from Master Chief, and then it plays that song. Well, that instrumental song is from Whom the Bells Toll by Metallica on the S&M orchestra version album. Now, I was going to say, with me and my YouTube shit, I'm planning on using some Lindsey Sterling instrumental shit, since most of hers are instrumental anyway. And being who she is, she's probably not going to give two fucks anyway. I mean, I've researched her a lot. Yeah, she's a really nice person. She loves helping other people. That's what she does. So, I know that if I use a little bit of her violin music, here's the deal. I'm planning on taking that, and then I'm planning on bringing in some metal, kind of mixing it with that. Like basically the idea.
Yeah, I completely.
Of the the idea of
you know,
this.
System of a Down.
Yeah, I know a lot of it. But here's the thing, though, right? I'm planning on taking the violin as an intro, as like the main instrumental music, and then taking something that's a little bit screamo, like I'll be doing the screamo basically of my own, while it's playing in the background with this colored in and shit. And basically, I'm gonna have my name, and then probably do something different with her name after that.
Can I ask you something?
So,
where you got introduced to all this stuff? Like,
what do you mean?
When did you first
anime?
Like watched anything?
Like anime based?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I just kind of found it one day and then liked it, I guess.
Like, were you already older? Or
I don't remember exactly. I mean, I've watched anime from time to time, different ages. The thing is, though, is that like I took a long break from it though, because like I just didn't have a way to do it. So I'm not gonna go so far out of my way to watch it.
Let's talk about your relationships, man. What's any girl that you've been like? What's a good time you fucked the bitch? You know what I mean?
I don't care less about sex, man. Sex doesn't mean anything if you don't have love. A lot of men are failing to realize that.
Have you ever had like doggy style with a girl?
I've had sex before, but I don't see why we're talking. I mean, you know what I mean?
Come on, my dudes. We gotta talk about this shit on the podcast. People like this shit.
But just because they like it doesn't mean it's good for you. Just saying. I mean, a lot of guys, they'll go around and just fuck whatever they can fuck because they want it. And a lot of people's relationships, whether they know it or not, it's usually based off of sex. You know, who's the best looking bitch that I can fuck? And it's like, that's just not the way that I think. I don't go around looking for pussy. I don't go around dating so I can get pussy. Not. I mean, you know, a lot of guys.
You got a lot of shit on your plate.
Well, I have had a lot of dudes in the past. Well, yeah, but even when I had a home at one point, I wasn't like that. I mean, a lot of people say that I'm crazy because I should be one way, and I'm like, well, I don't believe in it. You know, I mean, just because I have thoughts about it doesn't mean I have to act upon it. And a lot of dudes, they act upon every single thought that they fucking have half the time, especially when it's sexual relation, because our job as humans is to repopulate. That's what we're supposed to do. But just because we're supposed to do that doesn't mean we're supposed to just go around like mindless animals and then expect a woman to respect us once we've shown them time and time again that we can't do anything else. You know what I mean? I want to be the person that I want to be. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the person that I have to be or that's naturally for me because, you know, because it's in my blood to go around and want to fuck something. Yeah, there's plenty of times where I've looked at somebody and I wanted to fuck them, but you know what I mean? I got to turn the other cheek, and in order for me to be who I am and to stay a good person, I got to stop doing it. Because if I just give into it, it's not going to be worth anything.
To meet someone?
Well, what I'm saying, though, is that I don't believe in sex without love. And there's been a couple of versions.
You don't?
I don't, but here's the thing, though. I've been in a few relationships where I thought it was love, we did end up having sex, and you know what I mean?
Okay.
It didn't last for a long time.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
But what I'm saying, though, it's just
no,
that...
I didn't when I was younger, but I kind of do now, you know. I love my wife.
I mean, and I'm sure it sounds fucking probably stupid a lot. I mean, I've had that happen before, even in high school. People are like, you're fucking stupid. It's like, you know what, that I'm fine. I would much rather be stupid and look like a dumbass than... And then at least, you know, like with this, I look like an idiot with white trash merch. You know, sexy and homeless has always been a thing people loved, but I also thought I was an idiot doing it. Well, I'm far from a gentleman per se, but I do try my best to be one. Like, I mean, I do falter. I've yelled. One, I didn't have to yell because of my anger problem, but I've done the best that I could to only just yell. I've never had to hit a woman for no reason. You know, I've always hurt myself in the process just to keep myself from hitting them because I'm not like that. It's in my bloodstream. You know what I mean? Every man has it in their bloodstream to be abusive, to be aggressive. Some people choose not to be aggressive. It's also in our blood to want to fuck things because we're supposed to reproduce. It happens. But just because I have it and I have the urge to want to do it, I got to stop myself and be like, well, if I go through with this, then everything I've worked hard on is going to get put in the trash can. And then I lose all sight of who I want to be. And then
like child support?
And no, I don't pay for it. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about I'll end up becoming everything I hate and work so hard to protect against, to fight against, and then you know, I'll be a gigantic hypocrite, and then I'm not going to be a man of my word. I'm going to be somebody that nobody can look up to anymore. I'm going to be the person that people lose hope in because I worked so hard to form people into believing set ideas or ideals, and now I'm going completely against it. And then I tell them how to be a good man, and then they see me not being a good man, and it's like, how does that look? Me yelling is bad enough. But that's something I used to be worse at. I'm getting better at it slowly, but it's slowly because that same anger issues that I have has also kept me alive. So it's like I'm trying to find a balance to where I don't have to use it.
Talk a little bit about the Marines?
There's nothing really to talk about, dog.
No,
it ain't shit about that they need knowing about it. All that we need to know is that the military is full of shit.
But did you go into it? You went to it?
It's just something I don't talk about often to people because it's not people. You know what I mean? It's not something that people need to be knowing about. All that people need to know is they should never do it. They should never join. They should never pursue it because it's nothing but bullshit. We're fighting a rich man's war, primarily to fuck with people. Like, we want power. We're going to abuse that power to get more power on other countries. If it wasn't for China, we would have already been bankrupt. China's the only reason why we're here right now. And then most of what we have is based on someone else's, you know, creation, like, you know, Japanese cars or agriculture from Spanish, from, you know what I mean, or Indians, you know what I mean. Everything that we have.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
But here's the thing, though. Everybody wants to boast. Well, America made a bunch of shit too. Well, they really didn't. What America's done? Okay, for instance, right, the Russian Spazet, you know, 12, you know, the shotgun. Right. Well, anyways,
Spaz?
Well,
that's the name of the Russian.
Well, the original name of the shotgun is Spazetta.
Oh. Okay.
And then they changed the name a few times. The American version of it is Spaz 12. You know what I mean? But here's the whole thing, though. We made a few versions of that shotgun of our own because originally it was a combat shotgun. That's what it was. Yeah, it was basically a semi-automatic shotgun. That's how and that's why people love it. So we made what was it? 104 was the first shotgun, and I can't pronounce the fucking name properly, but it starts with a B. It's like Benelli or some shit like that. I've never had a good thing because I'm a head concussion. I can't pronounce certain things properly. But anyway, you have that. And then they made a few other versions of it, but it's the one shotgun that has the weird thing on the butt. You know what I mean?
You ever shot a gun?
Plenty of times.
For real?
Yeah, it's just that, for instance, C4
I had
is another one.
I had a digging show where I go digging under the ground.
Yeah.
And every episode I found bullets.
Nice.
Yeah, it's called The Finder. You can find it on the...
But did you know that, though? The C4s are actually a Russian plastique.
What is that?
C4...
C4 is a Russian what?
You know those bombs with the gunpowder and shit?
Oh,
anyway,
the shit that you stick?
yeah, C4, and some C4 has a timer on it, maybe. Or it could be detonated remote. But anyway, C4 is actually... C4, it could also be done like a claymore and do it remotely. But, you know what I mean? Like as a person walks up and it... sensory, boom. It could be done like that. But here's the thing, though. C4 is actually a Russian plastique. Russian plastiques are...
What do you think happened in Vietnam?
Oh, fuck it. I forgot exactly what'll happen there. But basically, we went over there like we normally do to go fuck with somebody. We went over there to go fuck with some people, okay? And us being, we had to be armored, all this extra weight. Versus them, they wear almost no armor. Fucking usually shirtless, a lot of them. They could carry a machete and a submachine gun and maybe a handgun. They fucking burrow, they have tunnels underground on top of that. We got our asses wiped out. They beat our ass multiple times, and then we called it a fair fight because we had to bomb them 3 times. Just to even up the score. But apparently it was, we won or it was a draw, and it wasn't a draw. They whooped our ass. And I'm really glad that they did because we deserved it. We deserved every little ass whooping that they fucking gave us. That's not right. We went over there for God knows what, just to fuck with them for whatever reason, and then bam, they handed our ass to us, and that's what we needed. Because America is not a... Dude, yeah, they definitely handed our ass to us. They definitely did. And then we want to go bomb them at least 3 different times.
How many U.S. people...
I don't remember all of the details. I really don't. It's been a while since I talked on it. But I know for a fact we lost. We had to bomb them at least 3 different times. So that we could say that we won. Or that it was a draw. And it's bullshit. I'm really sick of America doing that. It's like, dude, America is not the most powerful thing in the world. China could easily squish us.
For real?
Yeah, easily. I mean, for one of our troops, they have at least 4 troops on us, against us. You know what I mean? Because China doesn't always do their shit right, okay? Well, a lot of what China does, same thing with Japan kind of, but China's a lot bigger than Japan. So anyway, China has a thing for forcing their people to go into war.
We gotta look into the numbers of the troops.
But here's the thing, though.
What are the numbers of the troops?
They like to force their people to go to war, and that's why they're 4 to R1. With us, it's, well, optional unless a draft happens. If it's emergency, we'll bring them.
You looked this up?
I looked it up, and the last time I checked on it, which was years ago, it was 4 to R1. That being said, China could easily wipe us out. You know what I mean? And not to mention that they see,
bro, you cracking your fucking whole body, man.
They gave us money, though. If it wasn't for them handing us over $50 trillion, we would be bankrupt and we wouldn't even be a country right now. China is the only reason why we're here, and none of us want to admit it. The only real thing that we did was nuclear warfare and bombs, but even that technically wasn't our own making. Einstein stole that formula from somebody else, and I forgot who it was, but he definitely stole the formula. Einstein.
What the fuck he said?
Einstein is one of the main guys who fucking helped with the building of the fucking nuke. Originally, the atom bomb. You know what I mean? All that shit. All those nuclear-based weapons. I mean, of course, nowadays we have other ones. But here's the thing.
Man, we gotta look into that, too. Is this
a
fact?
Why would I lie to you?
Did you look this up?
I have a while back. Yeah, I did. And Einstein definitely stole the...
Is this like a myth?
Einstein stole the formula a while back. And, and I forgot from who he stole it from. But he definitely stole it. A lot of what we have nowadays came from another person. You know what I mean? Like Indians, Spanish, and stuff like that. And Asians even. They taught us how to do agriculture. We didn't know a whole lot. Originally, Americans, we ran from the British and the English territories because we wanted to sin. And us sinning over there, you know what I mean? If we were to pull half of the shit over there, or even a quarter of it over there, they'd have us hung, they'd fucking put us on death row. We can't go over there and do the same shit we do. So we ran from there, came over here, and then that's when the whole enslavement fucking started with the Indians and the African Americans and everybody else.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. It's a big shitstorm.
Do you think... Okay.
Fuck. Sorry.
Do you think America was fucking like crazy racist back in the days?
I don't know exactly how far back it would have been, but I know that a lot of people don't want to admit it, but I do believe that we are born to a certain degree racist, and I say that only because it's in our nature to not understand shit. It's in our nature to fear things we don't understand, to even hate things we don't understand.
You're really smart. You got
so when you got somebody and like all you're seeing is white, and then you see a black man walking around, who the fuck are they? I mean, I fear them. I fear that they're gonna get smarter than me, so I'm gonna put them on a boat, put them in some chains, and whenever somebody gets smart, I'm gonna fucking shoot them down. It wasn't so much that they were racist. It was they were afraid that all they know is that the whites were always the smartest and the best. So when they got some black people getting smarter than them, they're like, holy shit, I'm scared. I don't want to lose what I have, so now I'm gonna kill you. And then there came the philosophy of for some reason, I'm going to call them niggers because they're ignorant people, and we never let them get smart. So, okay, so, yeah, so the title did kind of fit them, and then they just kind of kept it going, and then a lot of the people took it too far. They took it too far to, a lot of the whites started to like it, and then those whites who liked it and who indeed did have that racism flowing through their bloodstream as a main quality started forcing the other white people, so they would beat their fucking children into them to be racist. So it just fucking followed thereafter. So it's not so much that every white person back in the day was racist, but a lot more of them were because the laws weren't there that we needed. You know what I mean? Nowadays, everything that's happened has helped us to see. So, honestly though, the Egyptians had slaves before we did, and then even before them, for all we know, somebody that we don't even know about probably had slaves. You gotta think though, Aztecs and Mayans were basically like gods as far as their knowledge was.
Yeah.
They built, we're using Aztec Mayan calendars, okay? Supposedly, the world's supposed to end at some point. Now, yes, us as human beings, we kept changing the date. First it was like 1990, then it was supposed to be 2000 or some shit. Anyway, the whole point is this, though, right? We don't know for sure when the world's going to end. We don't know that for sure, but based off religion and the last part of the book, Revelations, it talks about the world ending possibly based on Mark of the Devil and some other weird shit, right? But then the Aztecs and Mayans are kind of saying the same thing, where they've already met with aliens. They have it all over their walls, written and chiseled in, and then it talks about how that big plane crashed onto the fucking, on the one part of the land. It's not 9/11, it's something else, where they fucking crash landed and much people died. I forgot what the name of that was, but they foreseen that happening. They've foreseen a bunch of shit happening. I'm just saying though, right? I mean, you could research this shit. The Aztecs and Mayans,
they wrote that down.
They chiseled that shit into stone templates, and you know what I mean, in hopes that we would see it. So they knew, they had the knowledge of gods, basically. They knew way too much. And here's the thing, you know what I mean? And everything that we've done up to now, we didn't listen. We didn't take these fucking warnings to heart. You know what I mean? We don't care to listen. So now our world's getting worse and worse and worse. And then every time we owe somebody something, we don't want to owe them shit. That's why 9/11 even happened. It happened because Bush did not want to pay China something of what we owed them. So the Twin Towers was the main. They built those towers to house all of the information, and they were information towers. They had documents and everything in there. Or nothing but documents.
So you're saying that the 9/11 thing was fake?
No.
No, just say yes or no.
It was an inside job.
Okay.
Not fake.
So
definitely not fake. It was an inside job. So yes, I mean in a sense it was kind of fake.
Bro,
but
did you come from the Temple of Anubis?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's something that I always say. This guy's like a rare gem that came from the Temple of Anubis. We got so many, and I look like, bro, look at my hair, man. I look like like a fucking crab. No, but I'm gonna take a bathroom break, and we're gonna break the.
Alright, I don't want to say too much right now.
No, we're gonna break that down.
I should have brought my knife with me, bro. If he's gonna wear the executioner's hat, I should.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't breathe in this shit.
That's your fault for not having holes for your nose.
But we're gonna break down the 9/11 conspiracy, and this is so the FBI won't find my face.
They already seen your face, bro.
No. Oh shit.
You know what I mean?
Mother.
Well, I mean, if
really.
Some hot ass helmet.
I really can't breathe. It's fucking tight in the back. It's like it was a Halloween costume.
I'll wear that shit on the street. On the street
And
corner.
there's a little stick on it. This is for dominatrix. It's in case you wanna, you know what I mean. Like if you find a girl and you wanna come here.
The rain stick.
Rain stick. Yeah, I try to make it, but it's not. It's not that good.
It's better than some. It's really cool looking.
I could have added some more things to it.
I don't see the whole point of it being an actual rain stick, though.
Me either. But it has like a soothing.
It sounds kind of cool, though. Either way, I mean, it may not be perfect, but that's kind of what it's supposed to sound like anyway.
Yeah, but you know what I try to do? I put like aluminum things in here to see if I could trap some of the grains and it could run down but it doesn't do that. It actually blocks the whole thing.
When his stick is too
right
short,
there, it's doing it.
he has a rain stick.
No, it's this way. Oh, ASMR. Have you heard of ASMR?
I'm not sure. What names?
ASMR is like videos that they make now. People fucking like grab a fruit salad and they chew on it like really close to a microphone. So yeah, bro. So people want to hear people chewing and shit now. And like people will buy like a bowl. They'll get their nails done and they'll like tap on a bowl like this. Like they'll be like for ASMR.
So then,
I actually watched one time of a guy with rubber gloves. This nigga bought rubber alien gloves. This is a white guy. He's so good at weight. He talks like this. Okay, so now we're gonna do, you know, this. And then he just puts on the gloves and he goes like this. Look, he goes like, they go, yeah. They're like alien gloves, right?
Yeah.
And he has a mannequin and he touches the mannequin's face. And you get like you're supposed to put headphones on. And it's supposed to feel like a tingling system. Bro, I looked it up on Google, and they have like a science graph.
So we should send that shit.
That should be our signature. No, but our signature clap. No, but they have that ASMR. That's weird. People get turned on with that. They'll be like, "That's booty clapping." No, so we're gonna break down. I should put on the mask.
Everybody's poo-tang grinding.
We're gonna break down the fucking. So how do you think that they did that? If it's a conspiracy, 9/11,
Well,
which I don't know if you said it is. You're like, yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, I've read up on enough about it to where I even know. And I mean, a lot of people don't understand this. First of all, you understand this though too. The Air Force also came in on this to help us understand how fake it actually was, because a lot of people from the Air Force were pissed about it. It was Flight 187 that they were claiming hit. First of all right, it's a gigantic fucking plane. It's taking off. They're expecting it to come like this, and boom. The engines cannot handle that kind of turning, especially on a windy day like it was. It was supposed to be really windy. Yeah. And,
God damn, this is ASMR neck cracking, body cracking.
So, it's just that plane that size with those kind of engines couldn't have done that and then hit a tower.
But maybe they practice like on the PlayStation.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. But the engines couldn't handle it though. There's no way possible that the engines like that could have handled it. You know what I mean?
We're gonna go into the United States and we're gonna. And
then on top of that though, they tried to blame it on the Al Qaeda and the desert people basically, right? Iraqi, whatever, Afghanistani. The point is though is that they've had really good security for a long time. They wouldn't have just let somebody fucking walk in and steal a fucking giant jet.
By the way, we're gonna have a celebration for the first Caucasian on the Underground Kitchen episode.
Second episode.
No, but the first on the episodes. But anyway.
But no, I mean seriously though, I mean
this is a Chinese thing. We do not mean anything by it, okay? But white power. No, just kidding. No, you can't say that. Can you say that on YouTube?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
I don't see fucking why not.
Yeah, we're modern comedians. You cannot say that.
I can.
You cannot say
I
that.
just did.
You cannot.
Yes, you can.
I mean, but we should be able to just say it.
We are allowed to say it, though.
But you skipped it. You got it past me earlier, and I'm like, okay, you said it, but we weren't intellectual.
But here's the whole thing, though. It's not even that, though. I mean, it's not a racist term, anyways.
I know.
If they can say it themselves,
one day we could have like a private podcast where we could say whatever.
I'm not even worried about it. I can give two shits what people think.
That's what people in the industry are doing. They're having private.
Here's my team. I'm not trying to be rude to anybody, but the truth is though, we can say that because it's not. Here's the thing: if they can go around whining about racism and then going, "Yo, what's up, nigga? Yo, what's up?" And it's like,
so what is the whitest name? What is the whitest? Oh, well, cracker. Well, the cracker's not even that bad.
Well, here's the thing though: cracker back in the day originally meant cracking the whip on the cows to force them into them.
Yellow belly. I'm the one. I got a fucking yellow belly. Look.
But all nigga means is
I'm a yellow belly.
Is an ignorant person. That's all that is. It's just an ignorant person. They're the ones being ignorant about it. You catch it?
I know.
I'm saying
though. I'm not saying that I know. I'm not saying I agree with you. I'm not saying I agree with you.
I'm not meaning it rudely to the black community. But a lot of blacks are doing stupid shit. And then they say that they want to end racism, but then they're going around doing the same thing or going against their own word.
Okay, I don't agree.
You know what I mean?
I don't agree.
But how can you say that word and expect nobody else to say it? You know what I mean? If you hate the word so much, don't say it. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. If you hate one word, you can't go around saying that same word.
Oh,
though.
like using it,
Like for instance, you know what I mean? And most of their songs, when they come up, they're handshaking each other. How they call each other. It's always the same name. It's always nigga, right? They're claiming it's not racist, right? But then when somebody else says it, they don't want to say it. It's all of a sudden it's racist. You know what I mean? It's like hate crimes with the gays, right? You say one thing they don't like about the gays, it's a hate crime. But then they can talk about the straights however they want. It's not a hate crime. It's not a hate crime unless I say I hate you guys. If I'm not showing any hate and I'm just showing some distaste and a little bit of anger, that's not hate. That's not a hate crime. That's just us venting anger. We're humans. It's just like me. I'm not a racist because I say a word. All that shows is that, you know what I mean? I'm just a regular human being, bro. Maybe I grew up in the hood. Who knows, right? Maybe that's just how I was growing up. They can't tell me I'm a racist because I speak a word. Little do we know we're all mixed on top of that. So that doesn't make any of us racist. Like as long as I'm not walking around, you know, I'm gonna kill these, you know, guys. I'm gonna kill these, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm running around spouting off white supremacy power and bullshit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But apparently I'm not a racist. I mean, you know, if I was racist, why the fuck would I be hanging around a Puerto Rican? You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I know.
Racism is not just for blacks, it's for everybody. Like me being a racist, I could hate my own kind. But little do they know I'm mixed. We're all mixed. There's no 100% anything in this world anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, and I understand
sometimes
you.
I hate some Puerto Ricans too.
Well, I understand with you.
It's different.
You have to be protective of your YouTube channel, and I understand what you're getting at. But at the same time, they'll also understand though, is that if you know enough about your rights, there ain't shit they can do to your YouTube channel, bro. I mean, they can attempt it.
No, I'm not saying offending people. You know.
But my deal is this though: is that I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but people need to know the truth. The reason why our economy is shitty is because people are not taking enough time to even accept and realize the truth. If we don't start realizing what the fuck's going on...
But what is the truth? What are you saying?
What I'm saying, though, is that...
you should be able to
There's multiple things of truth, though. I'm getting really fucking sick of how the world is. I'm getting sick of people walking around, you know what I mean?
Oh, but this has nothing to do with black people, right? This has something to do with being able to say what you want.
This is everybody. It's not just blacks or whites. It's everybody. It's the Spanish, it's the Asians, it's everybody. And I'm getting sick of people. It's like when I first talked to you about it, how people are going around doing suspicious shit, knowing that this is what those... Here's the thing. You know what I mean? If you don't like how you're getting treated, go to your brother and say, bro, stop doing this shit. You're making me look bad. Just like when I see a homeless guy doing some shit, like, bro, quit your dumb shit. This is why I look bad. You're being a bum. You're going around doing drugs and drinking with the money that you just said you were hungry. You're going to get food for that. And then you want to get mad at me because I'm the one getting those blankets. You could have had a blanket already.
Oh, wait.
You know what I mean?
So this happened?
No, well, this happened in the past, yes, but I get sick of it.
And it was a black guy?
Well, no, it's different colors. It's not just black or white. It's, you know, I've had Spanish, Asians. I've had all different kinds of people come up to me that are homeless and done this. Here's my thing, though. Okay, homeless.
So you got like history, but you might
the homeless though get mad at me because I got more shit than they got. It's like, dude, it's not my fault. Okay, when you go around and say, yo, I'm hungry, getting some money, and then they go give you money. Sure, I've never seen you before. I'll give you some money, and then they go and get a fucking 4-pack of beer. You know what I mean? And they go buy spice or crack or meth, right, or whatever the fuck, cigarettes even. So they're like, you know, all right. So you know what? I'm gonna give you 3 chances. Let's say I'm gonna give you money 3 different times.
To you, where people say that.
And then not to me, but to other people, to the public, and they go, all right. And then here's the thing: Daytona, Tampa, and then especially in downtown Orlando, but in Orlando in general, but mainly downtown. Okay.
Oh, so you're saying everybody? You have a problem with how?
I've seen a lot of homeless people. A good majority of at least 80-90% of the homeless are out there doing that same thing, right? So enough people doing that creates a label, and then now they're like, you know, fuck these fucking bums. I'm not gonna help out these fucking bums anymore. And then they see me, you fucking bum, and they're like, wait, hold up. And then I'm like, you know what, go ahead, call me that. And then a few days later, they see me building shit. They see me not asking. They see my signs, they're funny. And they're like, you know what, maybe he's just homeless. And then I start getting helped.
You gotta slow down.
When I first came here...
You gotta just relax.
No, I am relaxed. That's how I talk.
No.
That's how I talk.
Yeah, but you...
I was born this way, how I talk.
I know, but just relax.
I am.
You're getting hurt.
I'm not. I am relaxed. I'm talking about shit.
I'm on your team.
I don't know why he does this. This is how I was born.
I know.
This is how I was born. I have a speech problem.
But I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you.
I'm just trying.
I'm just saying.
See?
What? What?
Yeah, it might get later, but anyway. I was just saying that I'm an asshole, aren't I?
No.
Don't kill me. But no, but there's a lot of...
You're the best, man.
But there's a lot of homeless people out there that when I first got here, they didn't used to help me, and now people are seeing that I'm not like the rest of the bums, so now that's why I got a bunch of shit now. As opposed to, as I told you already, well, I'm not going to get back into it again, but you know how the blacks, you know how a lot of them are being, you know, or Spanish, you know, they're doing stupid shit, and then the ones that aren't doing drugs and doing all that are getting pushed into that because they just want to use it because their fashion statement naturally is to wear a hoodie because they want to stand out there and they want to be known as, hey, I'm not your slave anymore, so they want to be different. I get that. But for the ones that aren't being criminals, they're getting looked at bad because of their homies doing the same shit, and then using that attire to do criminal crimes. It's the same thing with the Spanish doing dumb shit too. We as a nation of humans, no matter what color we are, we have to start realizing that instead of complaining that it's happening, going, I don't want to get, I don't want to get hurt by the cops anymore. Fuck the
But it's all
police.
types of color people doing it.
But that's what I'm saying though. But here's the thing: I'm pointing out. Yes, it is all colors, but I'm specifically pointing out what colors are doing what right now because we have to start realizing it. Yes, feelings are definitely going to get hurt. But, you know what I mean? It's just like as a kid, right? As a kid, a lot of kids are very bratty and they do stupid things, right? Well, some parents will be like, you know what I mean? And they'll slap them really hard, you know what I mean? Like, not real hard, but like enough to wake them up. And then they do it again, and they do it again. They do it again, right? And enough times that kid's going to be like, man, if I do this, I'm going to get hurt again. My face still hurts from that, right? Yeah. And then they go, well, I don't want to do that no more.
No, but don't hit a kid. We don't.
No, here's the thing. Abuse.
Just having a conversation.
Abuse is bad. Discipline is not bad. A lot of people confuse discipline with abuse. Here's the thing: without discipline, just like jail and prison, if you don't lock up the criminals and discipline the criminals, some criminals have changed coming out of prison. They've changed. There are some criminals that are ex-criminals now that try to help the community. That's what I'm saying, though. That's discipline. Being in jail and prison is not always what we want it to be, but it is kind of discipline. So it's just like some parents don't know how to properly discipline and they do it wrong. But they at least, it's like my mom, she didn't always know the best way to do it, but she still tried her best. She didn't know it because she wasn't taught properly as a kid. So she knew abuse. So that's, but she tried her best to discipline. She didn't mean to do it wrong, but because of her, even though a lot of it was kind of abusive, I've learned to handle pain a lot more because of that. So there was good things coming out of that, and I understood. I knew that she loved me. I knew she wasn't just a bitch trying to abuse, you know what I mean? She wasn't like that. Some parents do that, some parents don't. But the same case goes for the world, you know what I mean? If feelings don't get hurt and those defenses don't get broken down, how do we ever expect to do better in this world? Because if we just live the world not knowing what the fuck is wrong, then we're never going to know how to fix something. It's just like, like I got a girlfriend, she breaks up with you, doesn't tell you what the fuck you did. How can you do better if you don't know what you did? That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be rude when I say that. I mean, I'm sure people all understand it, but I mean, originally, I'm just trying to help people understand, you know what I mean? Like they're like, this is what people are doing. This is what this color might be doing compared to this color. You know what I mean? Like,
you have the right to speak.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. That was never my intention. If I did hurt somebody's feelings, I'm sorry. Yeah. But people have to realize, though, you know what I mean? Everybody wants a better world. But we don't have to fight violently. I mean, yes, there will be some times where we got to be violent about it, but we hope not to. But until that day comes, we don't want to be, right? So for right now, what we can do now is we can do the small things, right? Do the small things, like voice out more of the topic. Let people know and say, hey, this is what we're happening. This is what is wrong with our community. This is what we as people, like for instance, right? I see the point. Me, I might have some black homies, and like, okay, I was homeless one time. I saw some kids, right? That were going. Real quick, one more thing. I saw some kids that were trying to steal a pizza, right? And I'm sitting there homeless, eating my food, and I was in front of a Target. It was downtown Orlando, well, not downtown, but it was another part of Orlando. I was at Target eating some food from the food. And I saw the kids. They were sitting there. There was 4 of them. They were debating how they were going to steal a pizza, how they were going to get the girl's attention. One was going to steal it and run. And I said, hey. So I'm homeless, and I just noticed, do you have a need to steal? It's like, what if I paid for your pizza? You know what I mean? If I paid for this pizza, you're going to promise me never to steal again? And I'll even tell you some ways on how not to steal, to get what you need, right? For instance, I don't always have money, so I'll be like, hey, can I work for food? And that's actually what I did that day. I did that, and they gave me food. You know what I mean?
And they gave you...
Yes, that's what I'm saying, though. Well, I'm talking about Target.
Oh, Target. Okay.
Yeah, I said, hey, guys, I don't have a whole lot of money, but, you know what I mean, I am trying to work for food. Can I do that? And they gave me some food. And that's when it was like 30 minutes later, the fucking kids came in doing that. So that's why I told them, hey, if I help you out, will you promise never to steal again? And they're like, well, what does it matter? I said, dude, this is why it matters. And basically I told them some of what I brought up today. I said, hey, you know what I mean, there are a lot of people out here that want to be free, but they're getting looked at the wrong way because too many of one set race is doing the same shit, making themselves look bad. You know what I mean? If you guys want a better future, do it this way. Maybe as you grow, you'll realize what I'm saying, and maybe you can make a difference for the rest of the community of this particular type. You know what I mean? And that's what you know what I mean? And I go out of my way to buy them food when I barely had the money to buy my own food. And the only reason why I had the money is because I was sitting there, somebody gave me some money. I got a 20 from this one lady after I ate. She was the lady that rung me up. She said, here's the food, here's a 20.
For real?
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to buy you this pizza. And I told the lady, hey, you know, I'm buying this for them. You know what I mean? And then they ended up getting free food as well. She's like, I'm not going to make you spend that. Here, give them the food. You know what I mean? And so I showed them just exactly how easy that was.
And they were disappointing a little bit?
Well, no, the kids, you know, I mean,
So
the kids thought about it, they felt bad when they realized how simple that was.
Yeah.
And it's like, you steal now, as you grow up, you know, the crimes will increase that you do, because now you're used to doing these crimes, and now it's going to become a thing. You know, you're going to be thirsty to do more crimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's that mentality that makes not just blacks, but everybody look bad.
So you've been like kind of broke, or almost homeless, and
almost pretty much.
And somebody they gave you $20, and then you used your last 20 to feed other people.
Well, I don't mind doing that. Here's the thing, like,
but you did that.
Well, yes, and my dream is to build an economy where a white lady can walk out of her house.
Well, that's the problem. Why you're where you're at, Poppy? No, I'm just kidding.
And you know what I mean? Like you know, I want to
think that you have a good heart.
I want to be in a world where a white lady can be in the hood and not fucking hide her purse every time because of that mentality. I want that mentality to break so that blacks and whites and everybody can be happy and not just be together. But I want the labels to crumble.
But how do you know that it's still like that though?
Have you not seen the economy, though? Yes, we're able to be together, but we're still so far apart. For instance, labels is an emotional standpoint.
I think a white lady is able to walk down the street without...
Well, some, but have you still seen some of them, though? A lot of our economy, though, is a very racist mentality.
White people rob, too. That's what I'm saying. White people rob, too.
Yes, but a lot of them have come from the hood, though. A lot of them have a hood mentality.
So you're saying it's the hood is the problem?
Well, not so much the hood. I'm talking about the hood mentality. Like, when you're living in like being homeless, you're living in a bad situation, right? And then you try to reach out for help, and nobody wants to help you, so fuck it. I'm gonna go fucking steal my shit because you know what? Nobody wants to help me. I'm gonna steal it.
And then this crossed my mind when I drove to 192. You been in 192?
Where's that?
192.
Is it Kissimmee?
I swear, on my daughter.
Oh Jesus.
That almost all of them are white. All the homeless people.
Well,
I have
yes,
not seen not one black person there.
Well, here's the whole thing, though.
That's why I was like, there's counter discussions to that.
Well, yes, in certain areas, you know, you might see more whites than blacks, but it's the same mentality.
Oh, of course, in certain areas.
But it's the same mentality as saying that.
No, and they're on something. They're asking for money, and they're on something.
And here's the whole thing. It's just like saying that most of the white people, if not all of them, are white men going to Walmart and raping little kids. Yes, that tends to be another label. And I'm not saying it's true, but what I am saying is that a majority. Same thing when I say with the blacks. It's not all blacks are that way. But when enough of them do one thing, the label sets in. When almost every single person turns out to be a bum, it makes people like me look bad. And then when every man is looked at to be abusive towards women, and they use them for sex, or they use them to hurt them, and then eventually we men have yet another label we got to work on. It's even harder now to earn women's trust. Because they're, you know what I mean, like me, I tell a woman she's beautiful, oh, fuck you, you know, like, hey, I'm not trying to date you, I get it, you know, I don't, even if you were single, I already got a girl. I'm gonna
switch it up real quick.
You know what I mean?
Because we're running out of time.
Yeah, we gotta close.
Yeah. You have to get back.
Yeah, that's fine, brother.
You have to get back to your condo.
Oh, yeah, I do enjoy the podcast, though, because you know what, though, I know I ramble quite often, but when you're my age and you've been through so much, and then, you know what I mean, no matter how bad life got, you always kept your head up and you always kept a dream. You know what I mean? Like, my dream is to help people, so I'm going to always want to help people. Yeah. So a podcast is my first step to getting somewhere higher. Like, I've had a lot of people in the past tell me, hey, right, I got a radio show, I got this, but nobody's ever done it except for in Orlando, but none of them's published it. I've not seen one video of me yet.
That's
published.
So stupid.
As far as, hey, I got a camera, this is what I do, and then I've never once seen my video posted anywhere.
It's fucking retarded.
Yes, and it's also partially my fault because of rambling, and I'm also very honest. I'm really brutally honest.
But it's like... You know
what I mean?
No, you are.
And I have to be.
It's like you're the guy, shooting everybody at the top, and I'm driving the tank. And you're like, wait, motherfucker, everybody's over here. But I'm like, but I see shit different down here. We're just figuring.
Well, I mean, of course, I'm also not trying to ruin whatever you got on your YouTube either, because I understand you do things differently, and I do things differently. So I don't want whatever I say to somehow piss off your followers. You know what I mean? I don't want them to be pissed off.
It's not because they're gonna understand like.
But that's the reason why I say it how I say it.
But they're gonna know that I'm me and you're you. Like when you say something else, that doesn't mean that I'm saying it. That's why I said I don't agree with it.
I understand that. It's just I hope people understand it because I'm not coming from a racist point of view. I'm coming from a this is why it's racist point of view. You know what I mean? You want to end racism, then you have to, you know what I mean? And that's why sometimes people might think I'm a racist because of how I word shit. But I word shit purposely because people have this giant wall, invisible wall in front of their brain. You got to break that wall down. So in order to break that wall down, you have to be very aggressive in your words sometimes. And then when people hear this shit, they're like, poof, and they're like, you know what? Wait a second. I just saw something just like that the other day. and then that wall crumbles, and then they go, you know what, man, I got to do this right. This is why I got to do shit. And they don't have to do it, but if they see when that wall finally gets hit hard enough and it crumbles, that invisible wall that we wear as a mask,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Once they realize that, bam, he is right. And not everything that I say is coming off the best way, but I want people to start realizing that this is our world as it is now. If we want to be more in harmony and not just be together, but actually be together as brothers and sisters of different races and different, human, whatever, then this is where we got to go.
We just gotta be.
A lot of us are not on the same track, and we don't have to be on the same track. But basically, most of us are just clones living our daily lives, not giving a fuck because we don't know that we have to. We think that magically enough soldiers could go die on the field, it'll change, or if we get the right president, it'll change. That's not going to change.
Yeah.
We as people have to stand up and go, you know what? We have to stand. And I know you got to close, but I want people to realize that we are humans. We are the reason why we have the government. We are the reason why the military and the police fight, even though sometimes a lot of them are pushed in the wrong direction and fight for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? A lot of the cops have gotten angry and mad because that's how we forced them to be. When they get put on shitty shifts and then they deal with a lot of our bullshit, they go, you know what, man? Fuck you. I got a badge. Go fuck yourself. I'm taking you to jail. I don't care anymore. I tried being nice. Y'all wouldn't give me the chance, so now I'm an asshole now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like with you. If enough dicks came around to start fucking with you, you'd blow up. I bet you, even you would blow up one day. I had enough.
Yeah.
But this is the reason why you're still bringing me here, because even though we don't always agree on everything.
I know.
I have valid
I'm not
points.
a little bitch, man. I try to that's why I talk to you about it. And
well, yeah, and we have things that we need to understand about each other, but you brought me on the property with only meeting me on one day because you understood me. And I only came because I understood you. And even though we don't know nothing about each other, there's a connection. And even if you're not
you got
religious,
the thing popping too.
Well, a lot of
people are gonna say, "Oh, he just had you on the show because just for an episode," and that's not even the case, man.
I don't care what they say.
I feel like when I look back at this, when I get older and I look back, I'll be like, "Damn, I remember that day." And that conversation was more times 100 what any other conversation with anybody else could have been.
but see, even if it was only for one episode, I'd understand. I don't care. I mean, like if it happened, it happened. I mean, at least I got something.
It's like I'm honored, man. That's why I wanted.
You know what I mean?
That's why I wanted this art piece.
But see, I'm a man of my word.
I'm really framing this.
Well, I'm a man of my word, though. You know what I mean? And what I speak, I mean it. And see, I'm the kind of person where I push cars. Whenever a car needs help, I'm gonna push it. Whenever a person needs help, I'm gonna try to help them. And I will die doing what. My dad always told me, do what you love. Don't ever stop. So I'm ready to die to plant the proper seeds into the ground and pave the way for people to understand it.
Yeah.
I mean, I may not live a full life anyway. I'm hurting really bad, and every day I deal with crippling pain. Nobody knows that though, because I just do it. But one man breaks an army. It doesn't have to be a violent army. It just has to be people. And that army could be the brains of other people. Now, acknowledging the fact, I want to be that person, even if it kills me, to be able to pave the way for people so that people can stop just being, oh yeah, this is my homie. Yeah, this is the guy that I live in the same country with. I want that person to be like, you know what? I don't know you, but I'm gonna come give you a hug because you know what? We're humans. I may not like a damn thing that you do, but let me help you out.
Yeah.
I don't have to shove God down your throat. I don't have to sit there and be like, well, you're not black enough to be my homie, or I'm not to be my homie. Yeah, and you know what I mean? I want people to go, you know what, man? No more hate crimes. You don't have to like me, but I'm still going to give you a hug.
Yeah.
Because the world can just obliterate in any second. We have enough nukes in this world.
Or a fucking asteroid could come.
We have enough nukes in this world to obliterate ourselves.
That could trigger.
If we have the wrong, we kind of already deal with the wrong president. But if the president gets triggered enough, he goes, you know what, fuck it, boom, we're done. That's all, and that's all it takes. So why not live our last moments of our life, even if it's not, but live each day like it is our last. And go, you know what, man, I want to do a change. And that's mainly the way that I am, because I've learned a long time ago when I was a kid, being nice never got me nowhere. Being aggressive and like, you know what, fuck you, and you know what, this is what I believe in. I'm going to stand up for my rights.
You gotta be positive too.
Well, no, here's the thing. I'm honest. I'm positive and negative. Too much positivity is bad. Too much negativity is bad. You gotta have that balance, like
balance. Yeah.
So that's why I am the way that I am.
Yeah.
I know that being aggressive, it pushes past that mask that we wear, and that's what I really am hoping that one day enough viewers will see this shit, and then they'll tell their friends and show their friends, and they'll get viral, and other YouTubers will fucking steal it off your channel, put it on their channel. Because if they do, it's a good thing. No, that'll be a good thing, because if they do that,
that's when it gets out of control.
But it's even better, because you know what? If they steal your shit and put it on their channel, guess what? Who cares? Because you know what?
My name's Mike Trenche.
Yeah, nice. Well, I'll go
Mike with the E at the end. Trenche. Mike Trenche. For anybody stealing my content.
I go by Sexy and Homeless, but here's the thing, though.
Sexy and Homeless.
Even if they do steal it, I understand the whole idea.
Damien the Sexy Homeless.
Well, it doesn't matter, but here's the thing, though. There's a certain way that I do my sexy and homeless logo. If anybody else tried to steal that shit, everybody, I mean, you know what? Somebody in Daytona already tried
that's
that.
That's really your logo, man.
But here's the thing. I mean, before me...
By the way, you guys can reach him at this number right here for any merch
Careful
that you want.
Yeah, there we go. Grab it like that.
Any merch that you want, text them before you call. Okay, have a conversation.
But here's the thing, though. Yes,
don't just call. Okay, you gotta text them, and then
when
he tells you to call, then you.
But my
call.
deal is this, though. There are. Well, see, there are other 16 homelesses
well,
before
you can call
me.
for anything. Just talk to him. You know.
If yeah, that too. But see, like their 16 homeless was a song by the same band who made "Sexy" and I Know It. They did their own, spin-off on it. Yeah, they did the whole 8 trash. They know that, and you know what I mean. And so here's the thing, though: there are other 16 homelesses before me, but that's why I purposely did it with the dollar signs and the hearts for an O. You know what I mean? I wanted to make mine. Okay. I wanted to make mine the original because in Daytona, somebody actually started flying my shit. Then I changed my sign to the original. And then people noticed it, so guess what?
They started stealing your shit?
No, they get their own signs and write my wording on it. So guess what? People who knew me fucking drove up, literally took that bitch from them. This ain't your content, motherfucker.
Yo.
Fucking stole that shit. And then they drove to where I was and said, here's my shit.
Matter of fact.
And then they showed me the sign. I'm like, oh, wow. So, you know what I mean?
I want you to do some art stuff before we leave. But, no, but it's on the way there. On the way to
it's going to take a little bit of time to get everything done. It would be better off to go ahead.
You do like a fast sketch.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not good at doing it like that. You know what I mean? I have to put some thought into what I do. I don't like just doing a meaningless piece of art. I have to put time into it and actually put meaning and life into it. That's what I do.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Well, you're gonna be there tomorrow. If anything, you can
honestly though,
I'm gonna do one for you, man.
If you really like what I do, and the podcast, it isn't too bad off, and you like what you see.
Bro, I love what I see. I gotta use the bathroom, but I'm staying here for you, aren't I? No, I love what I see, man. Look, I love this. Okay, I'm very grateful for this. And you got the surgery.
And then, by the way, if you want to feel
you're a fucking artist, man.
Right here is the 2 bolts. You can feel where is it? Right here and right here are the bolts.
I see that shit.
You see them? And then I got a rod through my ankle and 2 bolts in my ankle.
Those are like fucking jail officer boots.
Well, these are actually the old SWAT and old military boots. You can get them from Walmart. And then of course, you showed yours, and this is what I'm going to be using. Like I said, I'm going to pin it out, color it in.
Oh yeah, because you do take your time doing that. You can just
I do it fast anyways, usually, but I can't just do a fast, meaningless sketch if that doesn't have any life into it. Like any meaning behind it, I won't do it. Because even new characters that I make, you know what I mean, it still has some kind of life in it, though. You know what I mean? I don't just sit there and do meaningless stuff. So I'm gonna close it.
We'll see y'all in the next episode. If we do one, hopefully we will it will be next year. So happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year's, happy late Christmas.
Happy late Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Happy generic holiday.
Happy Saltis. Happy Saltis. And
we wish you a Harry Christian.
We'll wish you heavy flip-flops.
If I pissed anybody off or hurt anybody's feelings, don't think of it as me being racist. I'm using racist mentality to help you all understand why I'm saying what I'm saying, so... Don't get too mad about what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. But it's like an art piece. That's what I'm saying. This is like an art piece. Underground Kitchen, we do art here. It's social art.
Well, see, there's meaning for everything. And, of course, not everybody's going to be hard like I am. But you know what I mean?
A lot of people are not going to get it right off the bat. They got to stick around.
Well, see, a lot of people get hurt
stick around
very
and
easily.
listen to the whole thing.
Well, a lot of people, they get their feelings hurt easily, and that's why I'm saying apologizing in advance, because I want people to realize I'm not trying to be a douchebag. It's just how I am. I'm a very aggressive voicer. And I'm also very aggressive, period, in what I do. So I just want people to know that I'm not trying to be a douchebag on purpose. I'm not a racist. I'm not sexist. I don't like hate crimes. But I will speak it. And if there's one set of people making everybody else look bad, then yeah, I'm going to fucking point them out. I don't care how black they are versus how white I look. You know what I mean? This is how I am.
Yeah, because white people do shit too.
That's what I'm saying. White people, every race does it, but that's why I'm pointing purposely.
A white deputy just killed his whole family before yesterday.
Yeah, but that's why I'm pointing out that it's not because they're black. It's because of their actions versus what white people do in their actions. That's why I'm pointing out, and that's why I pointed out multiple times. It's not just one race. It's everybody doing stupid shit and making their whole race look bad.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean? Yeah, that's why I said racist mentalities versus being actual racist is 2 different things.
So we agree to disagree.
Well, on
Just
some
kidding.
things.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. No, you're good.
I gotta cover my ass. He's gonna fuck. Never mind. Never mind.
We gotta go.
If
like
you
I said,
want,
reach him at that number if you guys want to talk to him. And anything you want to ask down low in the comments, we'll answer it in the next episode.
if you want to subscribe my channel, you don't have to. I don't got.
If you want to,
I have zero content on that right now. I'm still trying to get some
so
content
where
on.
can they find you? What's your name?
Well,
on YouTube.
Sexy and Homeless is my YouTube name.
Sexy and homeless.
Yes, and
With
homeless.
The question mark.
No,
I mean with the ad. With
no,
the
it's and with actually if you want after the video's posted, I could just post a link.
You could.
I have zero
I
content.
can do the link for you.
Well, if you want, here's
But I mean,
the
your
thing.
channel,
That's what I'm saying. I could send it to
Just
you.
write me a message.
Here, let me show you.
But we gotta go, guys. We're running out of time.
I know we need to go. I just want to show you this really quick before we go, because I know you're already closed technically, but I want to show you excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna show you my channel really. There it is. Sorry, I had a video fucking popping earlier before I came here. So my channel. Oh yeah, look here it is. Actually, it's I said it wrong. There we go. See, Sexy and Homeless with an N.
Okay, so Sexy and N.
But
and
make
homeless.
God, look at YouTube.
Not the dollar signs. As
Yes,
but
the dollar signs are a part of my channel name.
Oh, so $ Sexy.
Well,
and
the dollar
sign.
sign. Well, see, the dollar signs are S's. If you're gonna put an S, make sure it's a dollar sign, not an S. It's yeah. So it's the same thing as my merch sign. If you ever want to know what my YouTube channel is, just look in the video for that white trash merch sign, and it's gonna be Sexy and Homeless. However, it's written in there, but.
We're gonna put the link. We're gonna put the link.
Yeah,
in the description,
something.
Because you can't see it right now. The phone is kind of dim. But here's the number. Okay, if you want to reach him right here. And
Sexy and Homeless is the channel name, as it says on this sign right here. So, but anyway. But the O is it's an O. So
that's it, dog. Thank you for coming by, man. We're gonna do a part 3 soon. So, but let's get the fuck out of here. See you on the next one.
Shit is bananas.